Meet Parker Bennett, real estate agent. Parker loves Kamloops. Parker has a background in building inspections, so he knows houses. This is the Kamloops Insider with Parker Bennett.
Hey, welcome to the Kamloops Insider. I'm just on a property showing here on a cool, crisp fall morning. It's Monday morning, and I was in the office earlier this morning. I heard a bunch of realtors complaining about how it's Monday morning and how did the weekend get away on them. And so that really enticed me to do this video clip and just explain to everybody why real estate is so special to me and why a Monday morning filled with real estate showings is just, I don't know, a better way to start your week. Yeah, I kind of break it down into three different kind of like categories. On the first, probably the most important category, is the investment aspect of what homeownership means. And you know, we got to live somewhere, regardless if you're renting, leasing, or paying a mortgage. You're going to pay predominantly the same amount of money per month if you're renting as opposed to if you're paying a mortgage. So, you know, over the course of 25 or 30 years, does it make sense to put that money into your own equity fund? To me, it's a no-brainer. And of course, there's some hurdles to getting into the industry. January 1st, 2018, it's going to be a little more tougher to get a mortgage as the qualification process tightens its grip. But overall, you know, if you can't get a mortgage or you're not getting approved right now, let's talk. Let's put together a plan so that we can get into home ownership sooner than later. Equity rise. If you purchased a home in 2003, 2002, average median house price probably closer to $165,000. If you weren't making payments on that, 15 years later today, that house is worth $400K, as long as you didn't beat it up. You know, if you just sort of took care of some maintenance on it. And so it's a pretty safe bet that there's some equity gains, appreciated value in home ownership, and regardless if you made mortgage payments for 15 years on top of that, you know, you're just putting that much more money into your own equity fund as opposed to you know, a real estate investor's equity fund or your landlord's equity fund. The second contributing factor of why I get up on Monday mornings with such a grin on my face is the leverageability of that mortgage. So being able to put 5 or 10% down on a $500,000, $400,000 home that's going to appreciate over time. That's another no-brainer to me. And of course, I'll give you an example with that as well. Let's say you were to walk into the Royal Bank, and I'm not trying to beat up on the Royal Bank here, I'm just using it as an example. If you were to walk into the Royal Bank and propose the idea of borrowing $400,000, and you were going to put 5% down on that 400 grand, and you wanted to invest that money directly back into bank stock, so you were going to take an RBC fund, they'd probably laugh you out of the bank. And they might even call the cops on you. I don't know. Basically, the point of the matter is they wouldn't take that betting on themselves. But if you came in there with the same perspective, looking to put that onto a $400,000 home, single family dwelling, you know, strata complex, apartment, whatever, with 5% down, they'll take that bet because they know it's the safest bet. That excites me as a realtor. That excites me as seeing first-time home buyers buy their home at, you know, whatever age that might be, but entering the home ownership world, it puts a smile on my face. And I'd even add to that another aspect that is really exciting for me is to see pride of ownership, of home ownership inside of people. And yesterday I drove by a house in Brocklehurst, and there was a guy outside raking his gravel driveway. And you could just see, and the guy was about 75, 80 years old. You could just see home ownership pride bleeding out of that guy. Maybe he didn't have nothing better to do, but there wasn't a blade of grass out of place on that home, and he was raking his gravel driveway and putting all the big rocks over in a pile. And I just, it almost brought a tear to my eye, because that feeling that you get of owning your own home and the pride that's there in taking care of your own home, it played a big impact on my life when I bought my first home. And I just would love to give that gift to other people who are purchasing. So on that note, that's why I got the crazy grin on a Monday morning, and I thought I would share this video clip. Of course, I'm driving. There's going to be some background noise, and this is, I don't think Hollywood would, endorse this video, but I wish you all the best on this Monday morning. Happy ownership.
Call Parker Bennett now for your complimentary home evaluation.